is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. It is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Please always check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign videos because the energy is, after all, your energy. If you want an even deeper experience, I always continue this message in an extended reading. That link is right down below in the description box. I hope that you can join me. If you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and then ring that bell. Select all notifications so you know when I upload your favorite content. Virgo content comes out every single Friday. If you're looking for even more astrology, spiritual, tarot content, I have a second YouTube channel where I post pick-a-cards and daily tarot readings and the weekly astrology forecasts. And that link I'll post right above. The channel is called Astrology Motivation, and I hope you'll join me there too. And if you want to join me on Instagram, because you want to chat live while I'm doing daily tarot card readings, I would love to have you join the conversation. And you can find me on my one and only Instagram profile through the link in the description box below under social media, or on the banner to this YouTube page, there is an Instagram icon. Just click on that and it'll take you directly to my profile there. You ready? Let's go. This is a transformative week. I mean, to say the least, there is, there's a solar eclipse that's happening. Most of us, if you're watching this in the States, most of you will not see it because it's happening in the wee hours of the morning or late at night. I think in California, it's happening around midnight. Over in the East Coast, it's happening around 3 in the morning. So we wouldn't really see the sun then anyway. But what's happening simultaneously what's happening simultaneously is also the new moon. So the moon is new right at the time when there is a solar eclipse. And so these both things are happening in synchronicity, and it's pretty gosh darn beautiful, especially since they're happening right on top of the South Node in Sagittarius, which means that there is now a sense of acceptance of what has been, and a release of what has been, a letting go. Also darkening or completely, darkening. There's a darkening. There's a, not in a bad way, a sense of going to a place of lack of definition, right? A place of just pure imagination and creativity and possibility. So this is not of the 3D world. This is not about reality. This is about beyond reality. This is about truth. Reality is the construct of this material world that we live in, and not just materialism, but as in the 3 dimensions, 4th dimension if you count time, and ultimately that's sort of what we define reality as, right? Things that we can quantifiably measure with our 5 senses or with math and science, instruments that we create with our 5 senses. But there's more to us than that, isn't there? And as Neptune goes direct today, we really learned that there is more to that. There's more to us because we get really agitated, really frustrated, and we tend to go to extremes when Neptune is retrograde because we don't have our dream state to connect us to what is outside of our reality. And imagination does, and dreams do, and God does, and faith does. Attaches us to or connects us to what's beyond the 3D world. And remember, the 3D world, the reality that we live in now was a very different reality from 100 years ago. It's a very different reality from 60 years ago. It's a totally different reality from 1,000 years ago. So reality is really only defined by what we've been able to measure and quantify. But if we didn't have the ability to look beyond what we can measure and quantify, we wouldn't be able to expand and grow and develop and evolve. And that's why we need Neptune and dreams and faith. And as the world goes dark, with no sunlight or with limited sunlight and no moonlight, we are caught in the world of dreams. We are caught in the world of pure imagination. We are caught in a world where there's no definition by light, and all we can do is feel. And so this is a reconnection to our soul space. The only thing that is real in the dark is our faith. And that is really where we're going to. Acceptance of everything that we are, what we've learned, who we are, where we still have to go. And that's happening now. That's happening as we speak. So this has been a very transformative week for every single one of the signs. And I can't imagine that it's not going to be transformative for you. So first card out is the Queen of Swords. So this is going in a new direction, heading in a new direction, using your intellect or communications. Direct and easy communications. This is could also be counseling or accepting counseling, accepting some sort of advice, clear thoughts, a clear mind. The Queen of Swords' main power is the clarity of mind. How clear and uninhibited by emotions it is. She's not cold. She's just very clear-headed. She's very rational. And that's a superpower when it's used correctly. We also have the High Priestess, which means that this is divine timing. So everything will come into synchronicity for you. I'll tell you, especially you, because you are ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is sitting right between the sun and the moon when all of this happens. So Mercury is conjunct the sun and the moon when this darkness is happening. And so this clarity that comes is, so happy birthday, Doug Denny. This precision clarity, it's going to feel so refreshing to you. It's just going to be like peppermint in your mouth, like eucalyptus in your diffuser. Like, it's just going to clarify everything. Divine timing. We weren't ready. You weren't ready for the messages yet. And you're going to be now. And that's where the clarity is going to come from. We also have Knight of Swords, which is being very clear about your purpose and going after something. So in other words, acting on your thoughts, taking action on your thoughts, taking action, and having faith in your thoughts. Also, this could be some sort of communication coming into you really quick, really fast, really swift. Let's see how it really impacts you. We have the Eight of Cups, something in the past that you were happy to walk away from. And then we have the Three of Swords. It was causing you a lot of agita. It was causing you a lot of anxiety. There was really no need to hold on to it. This was the Nine of Wands, opening yourself up, leaving yourself vulnerable after you walked away from something. And then we have the Six of Swords, but not being able to get it out of your head, not being able to stop thinking about it, maybe continuing to worry about it, especially if this is an overcritical or hypercritical male in your life. Maybe somebody who was maybe even thinking to yourself, was I harsh? Was I too harsh? Was I too critical? This could also be somebody who is underhanded and does things to abuse or degrade people, especially with his words. It's usually a him as the King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But this also could be a decision made by a judge or by somebody in the law or somebody in government that really was self-motivated and self-driven and very selfish. All of this is coming up in the past, and now there's a lot of clarity regarding it. And you'll see, because of the South Node presence in all of this goings on, stuff will come up from the past and it will clarify. So how is this being clarified, or action that you can take because you see something very clearly or something becomes very clear? We have Eight of Pentacles. This is work that you're going to enjoy doing. This is attention. You're going to really gladly pay attention to this, Virgo. Why? Because now that it's tangible, now that it's intellect, now that it's a thought, you can grab it and you can run with it and you can make a plan with it and you can strategize with it. And now you have access to it. And I think that's what's so superpower right now. And even though you are not an air sign, because you're ruled by Mercury, which is an air sign energy, it's rules Gemini. It's Mercury rules intellect and communications, which are very air qualities. So this could be you, this Queen of Swords as well, just being able to be so clear on the way forward. Work is coming through. 9 of Cups. Maybe everything that you, so this is desires coming through. You're not going to be disappointed. Maybe not going to be disappointed with work that you've done or with work that you get a chance to do. This could be a career opportunity. King of Wands is here. This is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, usually a male over the age of 35. Somebody with a great sense of creativity. Somebody that could be sexy. Somebody that could be attractive. Really, really happy. Really happy. That's all I'm getting. 5 of Cups. This could be an opportunity that you thought you'd lost, something that you couldn't let go of, something that you kept looking back on, thinking, you know, maybe I'll never get over this person, or I'll never get over this opportunity. 5 of Cups is still being in mourning, could be grieving, but it's usually like cried over spilled milk. Like something is done and not being able to let it go and see that you have so many wonderful things right here. So, but ultimately I think in this lineup, there's just this sense of, I think seeing an opportunity for really what it is, or somebody seeing you for what you are, or you finally being able to confront a less than ideal situation so you can get out of it and get into something that makes you so much happier. And that's 11-11 that I see right there. And you are working on this. This King of Swords could be a Leo. Somebody who's just very attractive, somebody who you can't resist and you don't want to. This is also romance or following your heart chakra. This is public recognition, being seen for how hard you've been working on something, stepping out into public with a thought, with an idea. It's a good time to do that. Hello, Virgo, because this comes out on Friday. So, yeah. All right, hold on. Ooh, you're taking on a whole bunch of new responsibilities. I don't think you mind that, because your superpower is organizing a bunch of really complicated responsibilities and also delegating those responsibilities. So I think you'll be able to handle that. But you are definitely taking on a whole new gamut of responsibilities. Burden. Could be burdens. I don't feel so burdened right now, to be honest with you. I don't feel like it's so much burden as much as it is. No, I know. I just need to feel which card is going to talk to me next. Virgo. 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 Stand your ground. You are fighting for something. You really are. And I think you're fighting for change. Stand your ground. You're not giving up on something. This is, let me say this to you. If you've been on the fence, this is your sign. This is it. This is definitely the sign to don't be on the fence. Come out about something. Say something. This is the time. And then we have, in the past, emotional loss. So, yeah, this was a sense of just giving up on something. Of kind of almost like feeling numb to something because of all the strife and how stuck you felt in it, or how somebody wouldn't listen, or how much it continued to hurt you over and over again. A sense of just feeling like you were done with something, or maybe even feeling a little bit guilty that you didn't feel anything at all. That could be something too. Virgo. 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 Unfinished symphony. There's something here that you haven't finished. And it's interesting that the symphony card came out because of how closely, intimately connected to music you are. So this is, it's almost like you lost your harmonizing, your harmonization. You lost whoever you were harmonizing with, or you need somebody else to finish those harmonizing parts. You can't do this alone. That kind of energy. Or unfinished symphony. This is something that you are going back to. That you want to finish, that you want to complete. This is also a sense of harmonizing your life. Virgo. 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 Chaos and conflict. You're putting things in order. You might be You might be putting things in order through music. You might be going back to creativity and actually using music in order to help communicate and to organize the chaos. That's kind of what this is. You're organizing the chaos because it's coming out upside down. And yeah, even though it's not close to being finished, just the process or doing the work is helping you to create some sort of order in your mind. Virgo. 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 Autumn. Release the old and rest. Okay. Now, of course, we're still in that season. It hasn't turned to winter yet. So this is talking about now. This is current. And this is also, I said, like those leaves falling. Those leaves finally being able to come off the tree. And something is dead. Let it go. Right? But accepting it. Accepting it and knowing that this was a season. Seasons change. And I think the difference is right now the acceptance of the change. Whereas before you might have been struggling with or not accepting the change, fighting against it. Now there's an acceptance, and not only an acceptance, let me record my experience. It'll be so easy for you to write, especially Friday and Saturday with all this mercurial energy. It's just super powered and supercharged. So happy birthday, Doug Denny. It'll be so clear for you to be able to write and create using words, or it'll be so easy for you to communicate and communicate in a way that's just honest. It has no, without having any kind of like, purpose or MO behind, like motivation behind it, except to just pure communication of what it is that you really feel, because you've accepted it. You've let something go. You've kind of accepted, not accepted like the pain is, no, the pain is not there anymore. This is a sense of, happy birthday, Michelle Sanigate. This is a sense of not being able, like, letting the pain go, the pain being done. Like this is the end of the pain of it hurting so much. This is a change in your season. We have Charoite here. Spiritual protection. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. Okay. Who's protecting them? Or you know what? That's not it. Where do we go from here? Money. Find a way to abundance. Whoa. Okay. Money, honey. What's going on with that? Find a way to abundance. I'm going to say this. Whatever it is you've been working on is going to lead to abundance as long as you don't give up on it. And as long as you figure out how to make everything work. Whatever project is currently happening right now is going to lead to you making a lot of money. And of course, I see the owl, the wisdom, and he's playing the French horn. There's music here. There's sharing your wisdom through music. I don't know if you're writing an album or you're just expressing yourself somehow, but ultimately it's saying find a way to abundance. It's almost like you're right now intent beyond your fear of not having the practical creature comforts. You are deciding, I'm going to make something of what I love. I'm no longer going to live a diminished life of, let me just play it safe. You don't want to. It's almost in some ways you realize that it's less safe to play it safe than it is to go ahead and take that risk, because you're strong enough to come back from it. You're strong enough to rally from it, and you don't want to be stuck in a mediocre situation. Just to not take a risk. So what am I saying to you, Virgo, in this energy? You will want to take risks. You will be much more willing to do so, and you should. Virgo. We have creativity. I mean, what? Let it flow out of you, guys. Let it just like, this is your mind broadening and expanding. And sort of your heart opening without fear. Starseed, what lights you up? It's coming to you. You're going to know it. If you've been on the fence or feeling lost, you're not going to be lost after this week. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. All these vibrations talking about harmony, this is you vibrating real super high. I'm going to go to the extended. I hope that you'll join me. The link is down below. I'll see you guys over there. Bye.